Quitobaquito, or A'al Vaipia as we know it. It's a very special place to us. To find water within hundreds of miles of desert makes that even more unique. It's a place of life. Somebody asked us one time, what did we mean when we say that we consider a place sacred? It's like an individual going into a church. You know, what are some of the feelings that you get when you go into a church? And that's the same feeling that we get. And so we consider Quitobaquito as a sacred place. I consider the wall an insult. I see it, but I don't see it. I see what it represents, but I don't agree with it.
In December 2023, the Biden administration instructed the Department of Homeland Security to shut the sole port of entry sort of in the central corridor of the Sonoran Desert, or what we call the heart of the Sonoran Desert, that ties together this whole region.
And this is happening right now. The port of entry in the Arizona border town of Lupeville is now closed.
And so immediately, you know, for a 30-day period, people couldn't get back and forth to work. Children that lived south of the border couldn't come north of the border to go to school. People accessing medical resources, so dentists and doctors on one side of the border or the other, could no longer access those resources. Very quickly was this visceral disconnect. You know, what do we do in these moments of feeling impotent and unable to make change and affect change directly? Well, we remembered we lean into the arts. Like, we use the arts as a way to draw attention to unpack, to heal from, to traverse through those challenging times. And so in thinking through that, we said, well, who are some of the voices that we've worked with in the past that might make sense for this? And so one of those voices was Christopher Lutter-Gardella.
My name is Christopher Lutter-Gardella, and I'm a public artist. I work with communities to create spectacle, theater, and also installations that celebrate, you know, aspects of their community in the broadest sense, whether it's the environment and their ecological community or their human community. Aaron, director of ISDA, asked if I could come and help create a project that addresses all the issues and complexities of the border, movement of people across the border, how we keep the community connected.
So we look at what we call the heart of the Sonoran Desert from like a bioregion perspective, to say, rather than defining it by nation states, communities, boundaries, linguistic barriers, really define it by the flora, the fauna, sort of the natural environment that prevails in the region. And that encompasses 3 unique nations. So within that landscape, there's the Tohono O'odham Nation, there's Sonora, Mexico, and there's Arizona in the United States. And so that's, from our perspective, our Sonoran Desert bioregion is really a trinational bioregion.
We're building 3 puppets, one in Sonoyta with the Cultural Arts Center down there, with a lot of participation. We're also making a puppet out on the Tohono O'odham Res in Pisinemo, and then we're also in this former mining village in the middle of the desert, A'al, Arizona, which is a melting pot. So we're making a puppet here that's actually carrying a basket with 3 babies in it. An Indigenous baby, a Mexican baby, and an Anglo baby, which is kind of a cool thing, you know, because it's kind of this statement of like that we're all in this together, and that this is where it's kind of a crossroads of cultures. But it's exceedingly enlightening that decisions were made by committee from the different, you know, centers that we're building these 3 puppets in. that everyone insisted that we make an autumn puppet as a representative of the community.
My name is Lorraine Marcus Eiler. I was born and raised here in A'al. I think the three figures, the two women and the man that were created, I think they're part of. It's almost like part of us. But I just thought that in the creation of the puppets, it struck me that yes, I knew that Pisinemo would pick an autumn probably, and certainly a man. I knew that. We picked an autumn woman here in A'al because of the fact that it was autumn land to begin with. But what really got me was that Sonora, across the border, also chose an autumn woman. So to me that was quite a blessing to realize that we were all on the same page. We are a group of people that live in different areas and have different cultures between A'al, the reservation, and Mexico. And yet, when it comes right down to it, we all are part of the autumn that used to live in the area.
We're just getting their first walk. And the key with the arms is try to keep the poles like under the arms, not like, don't lay the poles flat like this.
Stuff like this is nice to come to and be a part of it. So that way a lot of people in the community are gonna love it and say, good, it's good to know that we had some of our people involved in it.
Oh, there you go. That's great. You're getting it. Listen, that's awesome.
I'm Aaron Cooper, Executive Director for the International Sonoran Desert Alliance. I just want to give you a sense of what you are going to experience here. So 30 years ago, a group of people came together and felt strongly that place matters. And they felt strongly that they wanted to work to preserve and enrich the environment and the culture of place. And they named that organization the International Sonoran Desert Alliance. And then about a year ago, the port of entry here at Lutter-Gardella that connects Sonora, Mexico and Arizona was closed unilaterally without communicating or engaging in community. And so in that moment, we as a tri-national organization said, what can we do in moments where we don't have power to make change directly? And the answer has always been to use art as a tool, to bring attention to bring healing for, and to really just dig deeper into the challenges and the trauma that we're facing jointly. And so that's really what you're gonna see today is the culmination of that work to say, what does this look like for us to come together and reassert our togetherness and unification as a region? And so today, for the first time, those three avatars will come together. They'll meet, they'll perform, and they'll celebrate the fact that we are one region. Whether we're separated by language or different governance structures or a wall, that we are still unified and together as a region, and we are one in the heart of the Sonoran Desert.
Having Quitobaquito or A'al Vaipia in its location, which currently sits 50 feet from the U.S.-Mexico border, which is now marked by a 30-foot tall bollard wall structure. that is a good reminder of just how critically important our work is and how our identity can really help us to transcend sort of outside forces that might try to tell our story for us, that we can, as a region, tell our own story.
We live on both sides, and so we don't recognize the border. And we go back and forth. And certainly the wall tries to keep people apart. But that is something that has been proven wrong, because we still go back and forth, meeting with our relatives, sharing with our relatives, and having ceremonies with our relatives.